Good morning, Mount Pleasant Elementary School students. Today we are going to pretend that we are architects. An architect is someone who designs and builds houses. We're going to read this story, If I Build a House, by Chris Van Dusen. It's really good. This little boy is going to design his dream home. But I want to talk to you a little bit about an artist and architect who is right here from the United States who also designs really cool homes. His name is Llyod Wright, and he's a U.S. architect who designed many houses and public buildings. Wright had great influence on architecture in the 1900s. He was born in June of 1967, and he went in Wisconsin, and he actually studied engineering in Wisconsin at a university there. He then moved to Chicago to start his career, and that's in Illinois, and he opened up his own architectural office. He became the leader of architects during this time of a style called the Prairie style, and this is like a house that's built low to the ground, and it has bends, and it kind of blends into its natural surroundings. So he used a lot of nature to kind of direct the way he was going to design his houses. He also designed public buildings. We're going to look at one called the Guggenheim Museum. It's in New York City, and it's known for this really large spiral ramp that goes around on the inside. It's really cool. I've been there. He actually died in April of 1959 in Phoenix, Arizona, but his legend still lives on because you can go and visit his houses because many of them are open to the public. So let's look at some of his architect design this week and then try to become designers or architects ourselves and design our own dream home. Let's get started. One of Llyod Wright's most famous homes is the Falling Water Home, and this is in southwest Pennsylvania. It was built in 1935, and his idea was to blend the hillside around the house, so he left room for a stream to run underneath the house. Llyod Wright collaborates with nature to create his designs. Organic is what we call that. It uses inspiration from the natural world. Another building designed by Llyod Wright, the American architect, was the Guggenheim Museum of New York City. This museum was designed to display Mr. Guggenheim's collection of non-objective paintings. These paintings use lines and colors and shapes to express ideas and emotion. And when the museum first opened in 1959, both the paintings and Llyod Wright's architecture design were considered ahead of their time and even shocking to some. The museum is now considered a landmark and attracts visitors from all around the world, and it has undergone major restorations so that its unique building will be preserved for future generations to enjoy. I think this is the coolest building ever because you can see that he used basic shapes when he was designing it, like curves and lines and circles. So the goal for you today is to become an architect and to design your own blueprint for your dream home. So on paper, I want you to design each room. It doesn't matter how many rooms you have in your building, just design a blueprint of your dream home. So remember in the story, Chris Van Dusen, he did the same thing. He drew out some different kinds of designs. A good way might be fold your paper up into little squares, and in each square design it. I'm not going to show you how to do it because I want you to use your own imagination, and I want you to come up with your own really cool ideas. Don't forget to upload something onto Canvas, and I can't wait to see what kind of houses you design and maybe one day build.